Hello everyone, my name is Kuars, and welcome back to another video. Now, if you've watched some of my videos, you might know the fact that I'm not very interested in school. In fact, most of my grades range from shit to meh, so, you know. But believe it or not, once upon a time I actually used to have good grades. In fact, my grades were so good that I enjoyed maths. Yeah, imagine that. Now, granted, this was in middle school, and I'll be honest, middle school isn't the hardest thing ever, but like, still, there was a time when I enjoyed school. Well, to a certain extent. There was a time when I enjoyed maths, for fuck's sake. And that was also the time when I was crowned as a quote-unquote gifted kid and a smart kid overall. Now, this persona lasted up until like 8th grade, because 7th grade was when COVID happened. And oh boy, the joys of online school. I mean, if you've lived through those times, you don't need me to tell you how shit online school was, and how great it was at the same time. But yeah, my grades have never been the same since COVID started. And after that, I felt like something changed. Changed in me, and the world around me. Then something just snapped. Something inside of me. I'm just kidding. I couldn't uphold this gifted kid personality anymore. I couldn't be what my parents wanted me to be, pretty much. Now, don't get me wrong, my relationship with my family is great right now. Like, we love each other, right? But there's still something, like, in the back of my head saying, like you won't make them proud, right? And while I can make YouTube videos, while I can make art, while I can make games, I can I can never really seem to grasp like school, aka literally like what everyone after the age of 30 thinks is most important. Like, you don't go up to your grandparents and like flex your art. You go up to your grandparents and flex your grades. That's how it works. They're not gonna look at your art and be like, "Oh wow, cool art. That's awesome. You should keep doing that and focus on it." No, they're gonna be like, "Cool. So how are your grades?" And every time one of my relatives asks me, "How's school going?" my answer is always the same. It's going alright. Or I just hit him with the classic, "Yeah, it's fine, it's going alright." You know? Now you might be thinking, "Oh wow, this guy talks about school a lot, doesn't he?" And you would be correct, I do talk about school a lot. Even one of my friends who watched my videos was like, "Bro, you talk a lot about school, dude." And I was like, "Yeah, I do." Okay, whatever, that's not important to this video right now, so we'll skip that. You know, the funniest thing is, I could probably count how many times a relative has asked me, "Hey, do you have like any hobbies you do?" on one hand. And you know, massive respect to those who have asked, but like I can count, like if you told me to count how many times a relative has asked me how's school going, I think I would need like a fucking storage unit just to store all those times. Like, why do you care so much about fucking grades? Do they even teach me anything that would be fucking useful? Maybe in someone else's life, but like, motherfucker, I'm doing art and game dev. And even so, there are so many more generalized things that you could teach to a kid that would help them massively in their future. Like, I don't think enough people talk about the power of marketing, right? Or advertising. Like, you can make the most useless stuff in the world, but if you advertise it right, it would be like the best-selling thing ever. Like, if I knew marketing, this YouTube channel wouldn't be as small as you see it today. Or even like, I don't know, basic healthcare. And maybe even, hear me out, classes about not being an asshole. Because I feel like a lot of people need that. Alright, maybe that last one was kind of a joke, but you get the idea, right? Like, school doesn't even teach me anything useful for my life, so why should I care about it that much? Okay, I swear, I'm done ranting about school. Not like generally, but just for this video. But yeah, I couldn't uphold this persona of the gifted kid anymore, right? My grades were falling, and I was slowly going more and more into depression. I was in 8th grade, and I already felt like my life was over, dude. I just felt like I had no reason to live at that point. So you know what I did? I started streaming. Now, I talked a little bit more about this in my streaming video, I think. But yeah, let me tell you, even if it sounds weird, like, what, you just started streaming when you were depressed? That sounds stupid. Let me tell you, dude, it was the best decision I think I've ever made in my life. Like, just because of that decision I made when I was really depressed, I have gone to meet a lot of really cool people, and I have the opportunity to talk to you right now. So, thank you, Kuars of the past, for choosing to actually go through with this. Now, what's my current status? Am I still depressed? Am I still battling with these inner feelings? Well, not to the same extent, no. I think it's very safe to say I'm not depressed anymore. Like, I actually think there's worth in living, which is a huge step compared to back then. And in terms of school, yes, I am still struggling. However, I do have a lot of things that keep me company anyway. Like, for example, my webcomic, Samurai Plus. You can find the link for it in the description down below, and you should go read it. It's awesome and shit. And recently, I've gone very much back into game dev as well. So, I have my hands occupied with that as well. And of course, I have you guys. I just talked to Audacity for like 5 to 6 minutes and upload it to YouTube. It's awesome. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, you can subscribe and maybe even like the video, who knows. Comment down below how you are feeling today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Hold up, wait a minute, all good just a week ago. Crew at my house, and we party every weekend. So on the radio, that's my favorite song. Make me bounce around like I don't know, like I won't be here long. Now the thrill is